Welcome to English Storyline, where thrilling stories unlock your English fluency in one captivating ride. What if your everyday routines are quietly making your brain age faster than you realize? Hello, everyone. I hope you're feeling great today. But now I need you to pay close attention, because this might be the most crucial video you see this year, and I'm not exaggerating to grab your interest. I'm telling you this because something slips away from you daily without you noticing. You're losing your mental sharpness, not through some frightening illness, but gradually and silently, allowing your mind to become older, feebler, and less quick, and you're doing nothing to halt it. You browse your device endlessly. You stick to the same dull schedule each day. You steer clear of anything that seems challenging. And then you wonder, why can't I recall details? Why don't I feel intelligent anymore? Because your mind is fading. And if you don't seize control now, if you don't safeguard it, if you don't exercise it like a muscle, you'll turn into a living shell, alert but not truly vibrant. This video isn't for those seeking cute suggestions. This video targets individuals prepared to battle for their intellect, for those aiming to remain keen, strong, inventive, youthful, and vibrant, even in their 50s, 60s, or 70s. In this video, I'll reveal the 16 most effective practices to maintain a youthful brain, not the common advice you find all over. These are direct, genuine, and proven by folks who refuse to merely exist. They aim to thrive mentally, and if you adopt these, you won't just possess a fresher mind. You'll process thoughts quicker, communicate more cleverly, experience better moods. You'll wise with vitality, rest deeply, and above all, you'll cease sensing your days slipping away. But if you disregard this, don't grumble later when your recall weakens, your concentration vanishes, and you lose the spark of vitality. This video also suits your English improvement perfectly. While discovering ways to preserve your brain's youth, you'll enhance your English listening, comprehension, and assurance. So you're not only exercising your mind, you're advancing your English as well. Let's start. Let's reconstruct your brain from within. Practice 1. Occasionally switch to your opposite hand. It appears basic, doesn't it? But don't dismiss it, as this minor routine acts as a cognitive tool that few employ. Imagine your brain resembling a tree. Each time you attempt something fresh or tough, it sprouts a new limb. But if you repeat identical actions daily, the tree remains stagnant. No expansion, no vigor. Employing your less dominant hand, the one you rarely use for dental care, meals, door opening, or note-taking, compels your brain to awaken. You're not simply shifting a limb. You are forging fresh neural pathways. You're conditioning your brain to remain adaptable, vigilant, and acute. Suppose you typically rely on your right hand. Today, attempt dining with your left. It might feel clumsy. Perhaps you drop some morsels. You experience irritation. But that's precisely the goal. That clumsiness, that effort, signals your brain, hold on, this is novel. I must expand. You compel it to exert more. And that's when the wonder occurs. Individuals who engage in such mental exercises enjoy superior recall, swifter cognition, and reduced chances of cognitive decline later in life. So begin immediately. Attempt scripting your name using your other hand. Attempt dental care tonight with the alternate hand, not for amusement, but to combat mental deterioration. Because if you only pursue what's simple, your brain grows idle, and idle brains fade prematurely. Practice 2. Tackle one challenging task daily. Let me be straightforward. Most folks crave an effortless existence. They evade anything that appears frightening, painful, or uneasy. But here's the reality few accept. Your brain remains youthful only through struggle. Ease destroys it. Performing one demanding task each day means you test your brain like a fighter. You compel it to strengthen. What qualifies as demanding? Practicing English despite fear. Rising early despite reluctance. Declining unhealthy snacks when others indulge. Initiating conversation with a stranger, visiting the fitness center, reviewing one page despite fatigue. Each instance you propel your mind into discomfort or anxiety, even slightly, you deliver a jolt, a cue. You're still thriving. There was a gentleman named David, 44 years old, once clever but now exhausted, scattered, frail. He began modestly. He endured a chilly shower for 20 seconds daily. He compelled himself to peruse one page from an unappealing book. He strolled for 20 minutes solo without his device. Within 30 days, he reported, "My mind feels charged again." Basic test for you. Right now, select one challenging task for today. Not tomorrow, not eventually. Now, and execute it. Then tomorrow, tackle another. Because if you don't, you'll decay in the ease that's stealthily ruining you. Where are you listening from right now? Drop your city in the comments. Practice 3. Avoid screens for a portion of each day. Let me deliver the facts. Your device is dulling your intellect. Yes, I stated it. Not sluggish, dull. Each time you browse, your brain repeats the same pattern. Leaping, leaping, leaping. You jump from one clip to another, one update to another. Do you believe your brain appreciates that? No, your brain suffers punishment. It's akin to feeding a youngster sweets every few seconds. What occurs? The youngster turns frantic, unfocused, and frail. That's your brain currently. And here's the most alarming aspect. Most folks can't even remain solitary and quiet for 5 minutes anymore. They freak out. They seize their device like it's air. That's abnormal. That's dependency. That's mental decay. Consider someone in your circle who's perpetually online. They inspect Instagram repeatedly daily. They respond instantly. They're constantly accessible. But converse with them face to face. They can't concentrate beyond 10 seconds. They overlook details, repeatedly in dialogue. They feel exhausted, indolent, and cognitively sluggish. That's the cost of excessive screen exposure. What should you do? Begin modestly. Deactivate all displays for merely 30 minutes daily. No device, no tunes, no videos, no ambient sounds. Just remain seated, stroll, ponder, jot. Allow your brain to respire. Do this routinely, and your brain will commence recovery. Do this routinely, and your attention will return. Do this routinely, and you'll recall your identity. But overlook this, and your mind will soon be dominated, not by you, but by a display that disregards whether you thrive or perish. Practice 4. Rest in a dim, quiet space. Let me pose a question. Do you rest with the television active, with illumination in your space, with your device beside your head? Then kudos. You are gradually harming your brain during rest. Rest isn't merely downtime. Rest is when your brain purifies itself, mends recollections, recalibrates feelings, and fortifies. But only if it's profound, only if it's dim, only if light penetrates your eyes during rest. Even minor light, a device alert, a bulb, a road light via your window, your brain doesn't descend fully deep. It remains partially alert. Outcome, you awaken feeling drained, hazy, and annoyed. You overlook names. You lose attention. You misplace words. That's not age. That's poor rest. That's a brain begging for obscurity. Do this tonight. Switch off every light. Obstruct every window. Silence every sound. No fan hum, no traffic murmur, no device vibrations. Just pure, dark quiet. Your brain will plunge deeper. Your recollections will solidify. Your emotions will stabilize. You'll awaken sensing rejuvenated, not depleted. But if you slumber in light and noise, your brain will never mend. It will merely survive, not flourish. And surviving brains age swiftly. Practice 5. Consume one meal sans distractions. Here's a reality that will unsettle you. Your brain can't multitask. It merely switches rapidly, and each switch costs energy. When you dine while viewing television, browsing your device, or conversing endlessly, your brain doesn't relax. It labors, it switches, it tires, and weary brains age. Now envision this. You set for one meal daily, just you and your nourishment. No device, no television, no chatter. You chew gradually, you savor each morsel. You notice the flavors, the textures, the aromas. What occurs? Your brain unwinds, your digestion improves, your stress diminishes. Because for those 15 minutes, your mind isn't juggling, it's present, it's mindful. And mindfulness is brain medicine. It reduces inflammation, it boosts memory, it slows aging. Try it today. One meal, silent, focused. You'll feel fuller, calmer, sharper. But if you always dine distracted, your brain will always be scattered. And scattered brains don't stay young. They just stay busy until they break. Practice 6. Peruse fiction for 20 minutes daily. Books aren't mere words, they're brain workouts. But not any book. Fiction. Stories. Worlds that don't exist. Why? Because when you peruse fiction, your brain constructs. It envisions characters, settings, emotions. It predicts, it empathizes, it grows. Nonfiction imparts facts. Fiction builds imagination. And imagination keeps your brain elastic. Rigid brains age. Elastic brains thrive. Pick a story, any story, a mystery, a romance, an adventure. Read for 20 minutes. No skimming, no hurrying. Let the words pull you in. Feel the tension, see the scenes, live the lives. This isn't entertainment, this is training. Your brain will thank you with better creativity, stronger empathy, slower aging. But if you never read fiction, your mind stays in reality, never stretching, never dreaming. And dreams are what keep brains young. Practice 7. Learn one fresh word daily. Your brain adores novelty. It craves it. But most people repeat the same words, same thoughts, same life. No growth, no spark. Learning one new word every day is like giving your brain a puzzle piece. It connects, it expands, it sharpens. Choose a word, any word. Ubiquitous, meaning everywhere. Ephemeral, meaning short-lived. Serendipity, meaning happy accident. Say it, write it, use it in a sentence. Notice how that sentence uses a new word naturally? That's a micro lesson in vocabulary building. Do this daily. Your language grows, your thoughts deepen, your brain stays curious. Curious brains don't age, they evolve. But if you stick to simple words, your mind stays simple, and simple minds fade fast. Practice 8. Meditate for 5 minutes without moving. Meditation isn't relaxation. It's war on your wandering mind. Most people can't sit still for 5 minutes. Their brain jumps like a monkey. Thoughts, worries, plans, no control, no peace. But when you meditate, you sit, you breathe, you watch your thoughts without chasing them. You train your brain to focus, to calm, to command. Start small, 5 minutes, eyes closed, body still. Breathe in, breathe out. When your mind wanders, gently bring it back. No anger, no judgment, just practice. This builds mental muscle, reduces stress hormones, grows gray matter, keeps your brain young and strong. But if you never meditate, your mind stays chaotic. Chaotic brains burn out. They age. They die inside while you're still breathing. Practice 9. Walk in nature without your phone. Cities are brain killers. Noise, crowds, screens. Your mind is always on alert, always stressed, always shrinking. Nature is the opposite. Trees, air, silence. When you walk in a park or forest without your phone, your brain relaxes. It wanders freely. It creates. It heals. Studies show nature walks increase brain blood flow, boost creativity, cut depression. So go outside, leave your phone, walk slowly, look at leaves, listen to birds, breathe deep. Your brain will recharge like a battery. But if you always walk with earbuds or screens, your mind stays trapped. Trapped brains don't grow. They shrink until there's nothing left. Practice 10. Teach someone something new every week. Knowledge isn't power until you share it. When you teach, your brain works double. It organizes thoughts. It simplifies ideas. It connects dots. Pick something you know. English grammar, a recipe, a fact. Teach a friend, a child, even yourself in the mirror. Explain it clearly. Answer questions. You'll notice your understanding deepens, your memory strengthens, your brain grows. But if you never teach, knowledge sits unused. Unused brains rust. Rusted brains age fast. Practice 11. Listen to music without lyrics. Words distract. Instrumental music focuses. Classical, jazz, ambient sounds, no singing, just melody. This activates your brain's creative side, boosts focus, reduces anxiety. Play it while working, walking, thinking. Your mind will flow better. Ideas will come faster. But if you always listen to lyrics, your brain multitasks. Multitasking weakens it. Weak brains don't stay young. They fade. Practice 12. Avoid sugar like poison. Sugar isn't food. It's brain poison. It spikes energy, then crashes it. It causes inflammation. It kills neurons. Cut sugar, your brain clears. No soda, no candy, no hidden sweets. Eat real food, nuts, veggies, protein. Your focus sharpens, your mood stabilizes, your brain thanks you. But keep eating sugar, and your mind will fog forever. Foggy brains age. They forget, they fail. Practice 13. Fast for 12 hours twice a week. Eating constantly makes your brain lazy. When your stomach stays full, your mind slows because digestion demands effort. And when your body busies with meals, your brain receives less power. Now attempt this. Just consume water, perhaps once or twice weekly. You'll observe something odd. You grow more vigilant, more attentive, more lucid, as if your ideas sharpened. Why? Because abstaining triggers a substance called BDNF, a brain development hormone. Yes, development, like building muscle for your intellect. Next time you rise, don't consume right away. Skip treats, avoid sweetened coffee. Just sip water and delay. In those serene hours, monitor your brain. You'll sense hunger, then unease, then clarity. You'll generate ideas. You'll recall things quicker. You'll think more effectively. That's not enchantment. That's your brain in survival mode, a condition it overlooked because you're constantly nourishing it like an infant. But if you never abstain, your mind will remain stuffed and hazy forever. Practice 14. Opt for brainwriting over brainstorming. This practice is risky because it reveals how feeble your cognition truly is. You've encountered brainstorming, correct? Everyone tosses haphazard notions verbally. No quiet, just rapid dialogue. But here's the issue. Rapid dialogue often equals superficial cognition. Folks utter what's simple, not what's profound. They perform, not contemplate. Now attempt this. Next time you require notions or resolutions, try brainwriting. It involves jotting ideas quietly without speaking. Just you and your thoughts. Set a timer. 5 minutes, 10 ideas. No web, no discussion, no interruptions. You'll notice something strange. The initial 3 ideas are evident. Then your brain blanks, and that's the instant your growth commences. Because now you must press. Now your brain must delve deeper. This is where genuine creativity emerges, the type that transforms your existence. Attempt it today. Select an issue. Why am I perpetually exhausted? How can I enhance my attention? What squanders my time? Set a timer for 7 minutes. Jot without halting. No revising, no erasing, no speaking. At minute 3, you'll want to stop. Continue. At minute 5, your brain will ache. Keep jotting. At minute 7, you'll possess one notion that astonishes you. That notion could rescue your existence. But if you always brainstorm verbally, you'll only voice what's already in your mind, never what's beneath. Thumbs up if you're learning English with us every week. Practice 15. Endure cold showers to jolt mental vigilance. This practice is harsh, and that's precisely why it succeeds. Most folks spend their whole lives pursuing ease. They desire cozy coverings, plush seats, sweet treats. They want all to feel secure. But here's the harsh reality. Ease is the gradual path to mental demise. Because when your body stays perpetually comfortable, your mind grows indolent. It ceases battling, it ceases adapting, it ceases evolving. Now picture this. You awaken. You activate the shower, but not warm. Freezing cold. Your torso constricts. Your mind freaks. You want to flee. And in that precise instant, something potent occurs. Your brain snaps into complete alertness. No brew, no sweets, no device, just jolt, just endurance. Because your body believes it's threatened. And that's when your brain activates. Your respiration accelerates, your awareness hones, your circulation surges, your attention heightens, and your mind ceases pondering useless matters. This is authentic activation. This is cognitive command. Attempt it tomorrow. After your usual warm rinse, for merely 30 seconds, switch to cold. Very cold. You will freak. You will want to escape. Because if you can govern your body's panic, you can govern your mind's frailty. And that's what preserves your brain's youth. Not warm rinses, not simple mornings, not feeling secure, but confronting the tempest and standing firm. Practice 16. Commit one new poem or tune to memory weekly. This is the concluding practice, and it's not gentle, it's not adorable, it's not merely for enjoyment. It's cognitive operation. It's about reconstructing your brain internally. Because here's the reality. Your recall is waning. Daily you overlook names, locations, minor instances, and you simply accept it. You fault age, tension, existence, but the actual cause is this. You ceased memorizing. You believe everything should be simple to locate. Why recall a figure when it's in your device? Why recall a term when search engines know it? Why recall a phrase when the web preserves it? Because you've delegated your recall, and your brain has ceased attempting. The remedy? Select one brief poem or one stanza from a tune, or a quotation, something with cadence, feeling, rhythm. Repeat it verbally, script it manually, quiz yourself, make your brain labor, make it retain something tangible. Because memorizing equals profound cognition. It compels your brain to concentrate, reiterate, organize, and link. And that is how you construct mental strength. Not by browsing, not by hearing, not by viewing, but by retaining something within you verbatim. Consider that one melody you still recall from long ago, the one you didn't intend to memorize, but it's embedded in your head. Now envision harnessing that same force deliberately. Use it to memorize a quotation that motivates you, a poem that tests you, a phrase that moves you, and repeat it daily until it integrates into you. Do this weekly. In 1 year, you will possess 50 poems, quotations, stanzas residing in your brain. Not digitally, not on your device, within you. And guess what? Folks who memorize routinely possess keener attention, superior recall, greater emotional command, and delayed cognitive decline, supported by actual research. But if you never memorize anything, your brain turns into a library where every volume is absent. You enter and everything is vacant. That's what most folks' minds resemble now. These aren't pleasant practices. These are uneasy, painful, and direct. That's why they succeed. Because everything that preserves the brain's youth resides beyond your ease zone. Your brain isn't your ally. It disregards your ambitions. It only concerns energy conservation. And if you don't resist, it will gradually extinguish your spark. It will maintain your safety while you forfeit your intellect bit by bit. But now you possess the instruments, the 16 armaments. Each one basic yet potent, each one subtle yet lethal. Employ them daily, not for amusement, not for attention, for endurance. Because if you don't safeguard your brain, nobody will. If this video enlightened you, if even one practice stirred something within, then don't merely view and forget. Use it, live it, battle for your brain, because most folks will continue browsing. But you now grasp the reality. And if you desire more videos that don't squander your time, videos that aid your growth, better thinking, and stronger living, then join our channel immediately. Because we're not here to amuse you, we're here to reshape you. Let's construct the strongest intellects together.